Hello everyone, young people of the Philippines and young people of the world, mabuhay! Welcome to our channel, English for Millennials. My name is Rupert Jordan, a special and regular education enthusiast. With my colleague and friend, Maria Sheila Simat, language and literature specialist and editor of this book. As passionate educators, we're happy to share with you our teaching and learning experiences of joy in nurturing communication skills of young learners in the self-contained and the inclusive settings. For today's video, it is my pleasure to introduce to you English for Millennials, a conversational English for non-native speakers. The fruit of my hard work, passion for teaching and learning, dedication to work, and years of professional experiences in our country and the overseas, particularly in the People's Republic of China, the Republic of the Maldives, the Paradise Country you must visit, and the United Arab Emirates, a place where over 200 different nationalities meet, making it one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world. A work humbly dedicated to God the Almighty, the ultimate source of my inspiration and knowledge. Thank you so much, Lord. To my loving and supportive parents, siblings, and relatives, to all my mentors and alma maters who unselfishly imparted their knowledge and wisdom and shaped me to become who and what I am now, and helped me develop my craft. To the different learning institutions, companies where I have taught, to all my students, particularly the millennials, who participated in the training conducted in different countries, to the various artists and designers who made this book aesthetically unique, to the religious communities, the Congregation of the Sons of the Immaculate Conception, CFIC in particular, a religious congregation catering to the needs of the special people. To all my classmates, colleagues, and friends, especially you, young people of the world, whose passions and interests are learning a language, this book is dedicated to all of you. I hope you will like it. Let me ask you these questions. Where did the human language originate from? Is language a divine gift? What language did the first man, our first parents, speak? We will answer these questions after the break.
English for Millennials, a conversational English for non-native speakers.
Welcome back to our channel, English for Millennials, a conversational English for non-native speakers. Please do subscribe us, click like, leave your comments, share this video with your families and friends, and hit the notification bell for updates. Going back to the questions on the origin of human language, one of the most important theories regarding the origin of human language is the divine source. This theory assumes that
if human infants were allowed to grow up without hearing any language around them, they would spontaneously begin using the original God-given language.
Thank you so much, baby Alexa, for reading that line. You are really a genius infant. In fact, this assumption is supported by world's largest religious denominations, particularly Christianity and Hinduism. Thus, language is considered by them as a divine gift because of its divine source. One concrete statement is found in the sacred scriptures. The Holy Bible says,
So the man Adam gave names to all the livestock, the birds in the sky, and all the wild animals. Genesis chapter 2, verse 20.
Thank you so much, Baby Jane, for reading that passage clearly from Genesis chapter 2, verse 20. What does this passage teach us? Well, it only reminds us that naming is a sacred act of man. And naming is always equated with a divine intervention. Everything Adam calls is holy because it's always with God's permission. It means that whatever Adam calls, God allows that to stand as his name. Therefore, this act is not just an ordinary business, but a special covenant between the Creator and his creatures. As probably commissioned by God, Adam gives all living creatures special names. For example, yes, you're right, it's a snake. What about this one? It's not magic. No. What you think might be different from what I want to say based on the Holy Bible. Actually, I'm referring to the tree of knowledge. It's water. In spoken American is water. Water, but officially is water. Water or water. But in British is water. Water. But not water. Don't go. But not water. It's only a joke. And probably the state in paradise or the Garden of Eden and so on. Therefore, we can say that naming does not only limit to the living creatures, but also to the non-living ones, most probably. It sounds interesting, but a bit witty to ask. What was the language spoken by Adam? Well, according to Jewish tradition recorded in the Midrashim and some Christian books, the Adamic language was the language spoken by Adam. Since God created not only the man, but also the woman, Eve, it is believed that it was also possibly spoken by Eve in the Garden of Eden till she got tempted by the snake. Some interpreted this Adamic language as the language used by God or the language invented by Adam. One thing more about this passage is, it is also a good reminder for us that in the beginning, God created humans with an innate capacity to use language, mainly to interact with His Creator and with other creatures as well. As we read in many books, Throughout human history, this belief has been handed down from generation to generation up to this age of information technology. It is hard to prove that language is as old as humans. However, it is undeniably true and easier to believe that the relationship between language and human society is inseparable entity. It means language exists with human society and humans exist with language as well. Considering its divine root, you may agree with me now that language is most probably the best gift God has given to the humanity. Don't you? Are you convinced that it is really a divine gift? Do you believe that language is important? What important role does it play? We will answer these questions when we return.
English, English, Millennials, English for Millennials, a conversational English for non-native speakers.
Welcome back to our channel, English for Millennials, a conversational English for non-native speakers. Please do subscribe us, click like, leave your comments, share this video with your families and friends, and hit the notification bell for updates. Every aspect of our lives involves language, be it the physical, mental, spiritual, familial, social, professional, or financial aspect. Language is always there to facilitate our verbal and written communications. Through this gift, our social interactions across cultures via social media becomes a natural part of our everyday lives. For example, our interaction on Facebook. We all know that Facebook has 2.23 billion users. That's monthly users, according to buffer.com. YouTube with 1.9 billion monthly users. Instagram with 1 billion monthly users. And there are Snapchat, Pinterest, Twitter with millions also of monthly users. And other social media platforms. But the question is, how often do we stop and think about this reality? Honestly, I do it very seldom.
I don't think so.
Probably unconscious about these realities and the role of language. I and you have developed spoken and written language as a means of sharing human experiences only.
Okay, well.
Hence, our daily conversation or interpersonal relationship is a basic form of our communication with families, friends, people from all walks of life and across cultures, and God as well. For us, it is normally so effortless and pleasant, but hard to imagine anyone having difficulty with it, isn't it?
That's the loveliest thing I've ever heard.
On the other hand, language also plays an important role in the development of human personality. Particularly, the effective communication is the one which drives our lives towards productivity and makes ourselves better persons day by day, because it directly influences human behaviors. It influences my behavior and your behavior as well.
That's the loveliest thing I've ever heard.
Language also makes us different from other animal species, whose communication is only through gestures and sounds to signal their feelings. For example, yes, you're right. It's dog. We all know that dog is man's best friend, isn't it?
Yes,
It
indeed.
can only communicate with its master by... Yes, you're right. By wagging its tail and barking sounds. If you are a cynophilist or a dog lover, you can easily understand dog's behavior. Usually, it wags its tail when it is excited, isn't it? But sometimes, it wags more vigorously its tail to show greater excitement.
Oh, yeah?
Other times, you may notice it wags its tail held straight out to express its curiosity of something.
That feels really
In
powerful.
contrast, it barks in different pitches. Yes, high and low. It growls in low-pitched sound when it is threatened,
God.
angry, or aggressive. On the other hand, it barks in high pitch, like the way a buried queen or king of pop music sings.
Unbelievable!
Like the way a buried queen or king of pop music sings,
Wow!
to indicate that it allows its master, you, or anybody to come closer to it. Very interesting. However, we humans have unlimited ways to express our feelings more clearly and effectively than the animals. Just like these expressions. Thus, we are more blessed with linguistic capacity to express our perceptions of the reality and of the things around us.
That's the loveliest thing I've ever heard.
Now, we know that language is a divine gift. It plays important roles in all aspects of our lives and in the development of our personality. It makes us humans unique among other living beings and the highest form of God's creation. If we have this personal conviction that language is divine, let us always bear in mind to use language constructively and productively. Let us build up people's names instead of ruining someone's good name
No, that's not gonna do
by
it.
bashing with a very offensive language
Oh my God.
or giving very rude comments against him or her, or by hacking an account. No, no, no. Always remember the ninth commandment of God and the golden rule, because we know that respect begets respect. Do you agree with me?
Yes!
You know, there are ideal type of people who really treasure this divine gift. Maybe one of you or all of you watching this video belongs to this
Wow!
type of people. Well,
Wow!
praise the Lord.
Yes!
You are very lucky. You know, because they are the ones who communicate in a way that elevates others instead of tearing our neighbors down.
That's the loveliest thing I've ever heard.
They always seek to solve problems and not to create troubles. Yes, they are. They always try to create long-term solutions to the problems. When their focus is in improvement, they speak to you openly, honestly, and consistently.
Seriously, right?
And lastly, they always have their eye on your progress and success, and of your friends, colleagues, classmates, and not only on themselves.
Wow!
Let us end up this video presentation with a vision of Prophet Isaiah. I'm not a preacher
Okay,
with a
well,
homily, but I think this passage is fit to conclude this presentation.
The Lord God has given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak a word in season to him who is weary. He awakens me morning by morning. He awakens my ear to hear as the learned. Isaiah chapter 50 verse 4.
Thank you so much, Jessa, for sharing this wonderful passage about the Lord's servants' trust in the Lord's help. This is Rupert Jordan, inviting everyone to watch the second part of this video on English for Millennials, a conversational English for non-native speakers. The introduction. It is only an introduction. Remember, there are 19 lessons with probably 100 of videos you need to watch. Please stay tuned to this channel to understand better the secret of success in learning a language. Be more competitive, productive, and most importantly, be more grammatically and phonetically fluent. Always remember, your improved communication skills are your powerful tools towards better opportunities. Thus, better communication makes you a better person. Please do not forget to subscribe if you have not yet clicked the button below. Also, please click like, leave your comments, share this video with your families and friends, and hit the notification bell for the latest updates. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Thank you for watching and have a good day.